Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. Got an interesting show for you. All right, folks, we're going to talk about this. Are the Vols on the verge of two quite big commits? I think we're getting close on some of these guys, and we're going to talk about that. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to do something that I've never done before on this channel that might interest you, especially if you're a golfer. Now, some of you may know that I played on the golf team back years ago, forever ago. But anyway, I'm going to try out a new device on the practice tee today. And this is something you put on your shaft, and it's called the straightaway system. And I'm going to give it a shot because what it does, it teaches you a one-piece move. Now, my brother's been working on this quite a bit, and you see the guys on tour all the time. They're always taking the club back at one piece. And this is something I've been working on for about, oh gosh, forever. Oh, almost 30 years is a one-piece move. And I started really working on it hard in my late 20s. And actually, the first year I started grinding on it, I actually won the state amateur.
How's bragging camp going?
So this one-piece move really works well. But I've always just done it by feel and by look and all that. This new system, and this is not a sponsor, by the way. This is just me talking to you. I'm going to give this a shot because when you take it back in one piece and you do it correctly, the line lines up for you, and it makes it super simple to see rather than just feel or sort of getting a general idea. This will tell you exactly. So anyway, I'm going to try this thing out today, and I think David Ledbetter is the guy that designed this. Anyway, I'm going to give it a shot, and I'll let you know what it's like and kind of give you an update on it because it's something, if you're a golfer, it might interest you. And, you know, we'll see if it works. The philosophy of it is great, but the proof is in the pudding. Anyway, I've wasted enough of your time. If you're not a golfer, you don't hear this crap. But anyway, let's talk about these two possible commits. And the first one is Braylon Staley. This guy is a really fast, super fast receiver out of South Carolina. He's a 4-star, and he just set up his commitment date, which is actually June 30th. And he was just in Knoxville this past weekend. The coaching staff's made a hard push, and they feel very comfortable with him coming out of this weekend. It's between us, and it sounds like really us and Clemson. And again, June 30th, we'll find out, which I believe is Friday. And by the way, this is on Fan Nation Volunteer Country by Evan Crowell. And what they've been saying about it said it's become a requirement for Tennessee receiver targets to run track in high school. This guy's a state champion triple jumper, which is really tough. And I want to take a look at some of his highlights. We've never done that. I showed you Amari Jefferson the other day. I mean, that guy looked fantastic. And I feel like it's either us or Alabama for Amari Jefferson. Did I say Amari Jefferson? Did I say Jackson? Anyway, it's Jefferson. But anyway, back to Braylon. Let's take a look at his highlights. Here you'll see him up at the top of the screen, playing wide out, going deep. He's got that nice speed, but the nice thing is the guy can make tremendous catches. The 50-50 ball he's really good at, and that's a tough catch. Behind on your back shoulder like that, that's not easy. Now I think here you'll get to see some of his speed. He runs right by the cornerback, and then once he's behind you, it's over, and he's gone. And this would be a real nice replacement for J.J. Harrell, who actually wound up going to Mississippi State after originally committing to us. And again, just another great catch right there. I mean, that's fantastic. I could see him lining up for the Vols right here. We love that type of play, and then he's just gone. We do stuff like that all the time. So I think he would fit right in. Here you see another one where he just some quick little move here and gets into the end zone. That's a nice catch there. And let's take a look at one more. And this is just another huge 50-50 ball. And comes up with it beautifully. Back shoulder. That's almost a back shoulder, not quite. And just one more. I think no, it's not the same pass. But that's 2-on-1. He comes up with the ball. So I think he'd be a great get. Again, June 30th. And I actually, I think I was watching a few days ago Talking Vols with Boogie Bentley. He's actually gone ahead and put him in the boat, which I would do too. But every time I do that, you know, even if I'm right 75% of the time, you guys give me all kinds of grief about putting somebody in the boat before they commit. And I don't want this to happen to me.
Now Kane!
Yeah, that's what y'all do. So anyway, but I do feel real good about it. I'm going to put it at like 80, 90% chance he commits to the Vols. And look, he may already silent commit. I feel great about where the Vols sit with him. Now let's talk about our other guy, Mike Matthews, the 5-star. Now Matthews just took an official visit to Tennessee this weekend. We're trending to land the elite wideout. Again, he's a 5-star. And here you see him sitting on the couch. They had everybody's picture like that. And he is one of the absolute top receivers in the country and would be a fantastic get. We're going to take a look at some of his highlights. This guy reminds me of, was it Amari Cooper out of Alabama? He looks like him and runs like him. I mean, he just almost just a cutout. I mean, the guy's really good. And I think Cooper played for the Raiders, and then he wound up for Dallas. And he's had a stellar NFL career, all-star, all-pro. So that's a pretty good comparison. Here, and again, he's very smooth, makes things look easy. It's not that impressive because he makes it look so easy. He's got that smooth speed where, you know, I don't know, it's almost, he doesn't look as fast as he is, but he's unbelievably quick, and he's got that top-end burner speed. They put their best cornerback on him, and he just makes him look slow. I mean, he's just playing with him at this point. He's just got that. Cooper was that way. He made everybody look slow. But again, you'll watch him run his routes. He's very smooth. And then he turns on that second speed, or that second level speed that he has. And that may be why sometimes I think he doesn't look as fast as he is, because he just has two different speeds. And when he wants to turn it on, like here, he's gone. And it's over. And that's really nice to have a second gear. Most people don't. I have one gear, and it's a slow. But yeah, and there he is playing defensive back. He would be a nightmare at safety, free safety. He would just absolutely cause chaos. He's the type of player Georgia usually puts in their secondary that I can't stand to play against because they're so stupidly talented. And he could play secondary for us too, but I believe he's going to be a wide receiver if he winds up committing to the Vols. And again, he makes it look so easy. We'll watch one more here. And now watch this burner speed right here. Goodbye. I mean, all four of those guys had an angle on him. Look at the one guy's back there beating the ground. He's like, what just happened? I'll tell you what happened. You got burned. Let's just watch one more. What the heck? And here he goes. We don't know if we'll get to see this one. Oh, he's backpedaling. Good grief. What a great catch. That is ridiculous. Good grief. We need this dude. This would be a great get for us, and he's getting closer to making a decision, and I think he's leaning towards the Vols. And, man, would that guy blow up playing for us? Oh, man. You put a 5-star back there in Heupel's offense with Nico, forget about it. Forget about it. Anyway, I did want to cover these two wide receivers, and, again, I'm keeping an eye on Amari Jefferson, another guy that we really need to get. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's be able to continue to cover the Vols. And, again, I'll give you an update on this and tell you if it works, okay? And if you haven't subscribed, it's right here on the right, my left. Just hit that little button. I would appreciate it. And right over here's my most recent video. And be sure to check that one out. YouTube thinks you'll love it. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.